7 reasons why Elon Musk invested into SpaceX. Before we start, I want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Entrepreneur Central. Musk used most of the proceeds of his PayPal sale to fund Space Exploration Technology Corporation, commonly known as SpaceX. SpaceX has been a remarkable success, both financially and in its technological innovations. NASA awarded SpaceX with a lucrative contract in 2006. In 2008, SpaceX launched Falcon 1, the first ever private liquid propellant rocket to reach orbit. In 2010, SpaceX's Dragon spacecraft reached International Space Station. In 2011, NASA granted SpaceX a second contract to help shuttle crew members between the International Space Station and Earth. There are 7 reasons why Elon Musk invested in SpaceX. Number 1, it's a great place to work. When you hear the word rocket science, the first image that's likely gonna come to your mind are probably a bunch of people in lab coats concocting experimental fuel formulas and working out complicated trajectory paths on huge monitor arrays. But SpaceX is apparently a surprisingly relaxed space to work. Everyone there gets their own cubicle, including Elon Musk himself, who personally interviewed every new employee in the company's first 8 years of the business. By creating a relaxed environment full of talented, enthusiastic people, SpaceX has fostered a corporate culture full of passionate employees who will always do their very best to succeed. Number 2, it's a private company that has accomplished more than the entire country. SpaceX isn't even 15 years old, and it has already done considerably more than many government-funded space programs that have been around for a lot longer time. South Korea and Brazil both have national space organizations that have never even put anything into space orbit. By contrast, in only 3 years, SpaceX flew a total of 6 missions to the ISS. They're also leading the pack into the space tourism business, having already secured millions of dollars in contracts and edging out the likes of Richard Branson's Virgin Galactic. All this from a company that's essentially a startup with no support from major aviation or aerospace associations. Number 3, they are bringing back manned space mission. With the closure of the space shuttle program in 2011, the US currently does not have any means of putting astronauts in space. For the past several years, the country has had to rely on borrowed Russian spacecraft to carry US astronauts into space, an allowance that could one day be revoked if relations between the two countries worsen. But now, thanks to the capabilities of SpaceX, NASA can go private and get back to launching its crew from home. All we need now is for SpaceX to finish their fancy new Dragon 2 manned spacecraft.
There are people on the pointy end of this rocket ship, and that's important to us.
Number 4, they want to put 1 million people on Mars. Though this might just sound like a crazy goal Elon Musk made to trump any other announcement from its competing space organizations, it's actually got some of the solid logic behind it. According to Musk's calculations, 1 million people is the bare minimum required to build a self-sustaining population on the red planet. Since the trip from Earth to Mars takes approximately a year, colonists will need to have enough people to develop a fully functioning society that includes a community of farmers, miners, builders, engineers, teachers, and everything else you would find in any well-established nation. So yeah, about 1 million people should cover that.
Yeah, so I think people are a bit confused about this. Unfortunately, this is not up to us.
Number 5, they aim to bring high-speed satellite internet coverage to the entire world. With a host of advanced space gadgetry now at their disposal, SpaceX has announced it will soon begin manufacturing and launching its own satellites. And not just 1 or 2 satellites a year. By the time 2030 rolls around, Musk is hoping to put 4,000 new satellites into the Earth's orbit. By launching a horde of inexpensive, state-of-the-art satellites into the orbit, Musk hopes to achieve a number of things. But the primary goal would be to provide global high-speed internet, high-speed satellite internet coverage. Not only would this mean that you would never have to worry about not having internet for some remote part of the world, but it would also force the mega corporation who currently have a stranglehold on internet provisions to loosen their grip. Number 6, rockets reusability. Aside from Mars, one of Musk's primary goals is reusability. An airline doesn't discard a Boeing 747 after each flight. Similarly, Musk wants rockets to be reused. More than 50 SpaceX boosters have flown back to Earth, either to Florida, California, or an offshore drone ship where some were refurbished for future flights. The launch provider's pricing supports Musk's belief that reusability will bring down the cost of flying people and cargo to orbit. A typical Falcon 9 launch costs $50 million to $60 million, which is significantly cheaper than the other orbital vehicles in its class. Number 7, humanity needs a whole new architecture. I think we need to be very careful of getting stuck keeping a local maximum, Musk said. Low Earth orbit stretches about 300 to 1200 miles above Earth's surface already holds the International Space Station, as well as many satellites. He noted that NASA's Space Shuttle program, which operated from 1981 to 2011 and launched 135 missions, was something that was really stuck in a local maximum for a long time and never progressed past low Earth's orbit. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.